Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, joined along with me for Marriage Monday, my co-host and beautiful, lovely wife and mother, Savannah. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, man, this is going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
We're excited to be here. If you heard the intro, very happily married, and going to try to stay happily married now that we are officially new parents.
I know.
So last week we had a podcast with Caleb and Jordan Wenders, owner of Prime Shine Mobile Detailing and Rolling Storage LLC. Caleb's got a cool business there. If you hadn't heard that one, go check it out. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to just really talk about the last week of our lives and give a little bit of a debrief because it was crazy. Like I said, we are officially parents. I don't know how to feel.
Well, this is the first podcast since because
Brian
helped you out on the. Brian took over on Friday, did a show for me there because we were still in the hospital. Huge thanks to him for helping out, and that was a really good one. You need to go check that out, talking about creating a budget. But for what we got today, we're going to do a little debrief, like I said, cover the last 6 days of our lives, and it has been crazy, a whirlwind. And I think this is going to open a new chapter. We're officially to the point where we're 6 days in. We're not a finished product by any stretch of the imagination, but we can officially talk about parenting and parenthood like in a real manner because we're actually parents now. We're not talking about the future. So just like business, we're still young in it, so we're learning as we go.
But I know there's guys out there that are listening that are on the verge of having children or going to have kids in the next couple of years.
Yeah, the way we do things is already going to change, and the way we prioritize certain things is already going to change.
It's going to be a lifestyle change and a business change, and everything along the way is just going to change. According to just everything in line. Like Jack's going to change, we're going to change. Our marriage, our life, everything about it. It's all going to change for good, though. There's going to be struggles along the way, for sure. We've already gone through that stuff. Not with like us and our relationship, but just like there's what I'm going to say today. I could say something backwards because lack of sleep is a real thing. Yeah. We've slept
very real,
very, very minimally the past couple of days. But Jack's being a trooper. He's really being a pretty good kid. To be 6 days old, he does a lot. You
keep saying 6. He's 5 days.
He's 6 days when this comes out.
Oh well, you keep saying that right now, and I'm like, why are you trying to rush it?
We're recording for the future.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
He's 5 days old now.
This is kid podcaster Savannah over here. And I'm trying to have excellence in broadcasting, and you're taking that away from me. But anyway.
Oh, so sorry.
Anyway, he's a pretty good kid. He does a lot. He eats, sleeps, poops, and pees. And that's about it. And cries every once in a while. He does burp every once in a while.
Yeah.
But so I don't know, man. We're gonna get into, like I said, the last couple of days here. We're gonna talk about just we won't go too in depth into the birth, but just kind of the events that unfolded and kind of what we went through and how we'll talk about it a little bit. I think we haven't even really talked about this yet, but how it's brought us closer.
100%.
It's kind of weird. Like I had somebody tell me the other day, they just shot me a text saying congratulations, and they said this will bring a new side to your marriage you never knew you needed. And I think that's something that is very, very true that we're going to see play out.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I don't know. We're having fun. Like we've had the most fun in the last couple of days, and maybe because we're so tired.
I think that it has to have a little to do with it.
But today's been a pretty fun day. I mean, we're recording this at night, and it's Sunday evening.
Yeah. Today has been a really good day.
Yeah, it's been fun.
We got out of the house for like the first time.
All right, we'll stop. Let's back up.
Sorry. Wow.
Back up. Let's go to the beginning.
Okay, sorry.
Let's see. This came out, Marriage Monday came out last Monday, so 7 days ago.
The day we went to the hospital.
Correct. We went to the hospital that night. We did not tell anybody. Nobody knew our plans. Our parents didn't know our plans. They were not happy about it, but we'll talk about that at a later date.
Yeah.
We'll give that a couple of years to blow over. But anyway, we wanted that time for ourselves. We didn't really tell friends and family.
I think it's a relatively important topic for Marriage Monday. It was about prioritizing us and our marriage and
the birth. Like we're never going to get that time back.
Yeah, so it was something we wanted to keep private.
Yeah, so we went in Monday night, and you can kind of tell the story and take it away.
Yeah, so just kind of really fast, not too much detail, but we went in Monday night just because
Monday was my due date,
and nothing was happening.
Nothing was happening. Yeah,
like, you were not, your body was not going to naturally go into labor.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the extent of what we can.
It's close enough. You don't need to put any closer.
It wasn't happening on its own, so we needed to go in the night before, and they were going to try some like non-medicinal measures to try and get me to go into labor.
Look, if you don't want to hear it, just tune off. I mean, this is not. We're just going to talk about it. We're going to say what happened.
Speed things along.
But we're going to say what happened, and just if you want to listen and you want to hear about how to have a baby, like I mean, not how to get pregnant, but how to actually birth a baby.
Anyways, so
you had a catheter put in to dilate. Yeah, to dilate you. That's what it was. You don't have to sit here and play games.
Yeah. So
no dilation was happening. Went in on Monday night to start the process of dilating.
Yes.
There we go.
So placed the catheter, and the plan was doctor was going to come back really early in the morning. They were going to start Pitocin, which is a medication to help kind of like your contractions, and kind of see if the catheter worked. Well, so basically game plan for Monday night was like, take it easy. You can eat dinner. Like y'all just hang out and try to get as much sleep as you can because, you're probably having a baby tomorrow.
It's the last night of full sleep we'll get.
Yeah.
And it was.
You did. Yeah.
And you did too. You woke up. You woke up early.
Yes.
You did. You slept all night.
I know. Anyways, so my catheter's placed, and the goal was like I think 3 to 4 centimeters. Like that was what it wanted. The doctor was like, if this thing works, you should wake up a little bit. Dilated in the morning.
You have to get to 10 in case you don't. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that don't know this stuff.
Yeah. So you want
to birth a baby, you got to be at 10 centimeters.
Yes. So thinking if it works, I'll get to 3 or 4. And so we're just hanging out that night. They said, we ordered some pizza and watched Friends and tried to get as much sleep as we can. I did sleep pretty well until about 5. And then I started having contractions. I was actually having them pretty regularly throughout the night, but I was asleep. So she told me that when I woke up, and I was like, oh goodness, okay. Well, at 5, I was very uncomfortable. At this point, they had started the medication, and the doctor came by about 6:30. But I was like extremely uncomfortable at this point. But the catheter was still in place, so I was like, well, I don't think it worked very well. Like I must not be very far along. Well, he comes in and he's just as surprised as anybody and says, well, you're almost 7 centimeters dilated. Do you want to go ahead and get an epidural now? And I was like, oh my goodness. Yes, please. We did not expect it to work that well, that fast. So I essentially labored all night and went, was about 7 centimeters, about 6:30 that morning. They came in. Did my epidural closer to 7:30ish, 8, and then he was here at 11:30. I think the funny thing is like I had my epidural, so we're kind of rocking and rolling, and then finally about 10, I think, I was close to 8. And Jeremiah was like, hadn't eaten yet.
Okay, because take into consideration here, like Savannah is like. It's just so not normal. Like this is not the normal process for your first kid.
Oh yeah.
Like they were telling us all this, and we knew this. Like we were expecting it to be like
hours,
mid to late afternoon,
at least
at the best.
At a minimum.
And so like it had taken from 6 centimeters to 8 centimeters. It had been like what 3 hours since that morning, 4 hours, close to.
Yeah, I guess about 3 hours.
So we were like, okay, well from 8 to 10, it's going to be another 3 to 4 hours. Like we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
And the hospital we were at, there's a McDonald's. I walk to it. Like I can be there in 7 minutes. Yeah. So I mean, we had 4 hours left. It wasn't like I was leaving you when you're in the middle of a contraction.
No. And I had the epidural, and you waited until that was all situated, and I was feeling okay. But yeah, I mean, you hadn't eaten, and I physically couldn't eat, so there's no need. Like, you needed to eat. So during this time, they're like flipping me and moving me to like, better position him for birth. And so they got me kind of situated, and he said he was going to go, he'd be back. Well, literally like 10, it must not have been long after you left. I mean, you made it back really fast now that I think about it.
I was back in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. But I just started feeling a lot of pressure. And they tell you like that's kind of what you look for, I guess. And I told the nurse that. I was like, I just felt like I was sliding off the bed. Like it was just so odd. And she was like, well, let me see. kind of what's going on, if you've progressed, whatever. So she did, and she was like, well, you're 10 centimeters. You're complete. We're going to do some practice pushes. And I was like, oh my God, whoa. Jeremiah's at McDonald's. Like, what do you mean? He just left. So we do some practice pushes with the nurse, and she was like, oh yeah, there's his head.
Wait,
and I
did you do that before? You practiced before I got back?
Yes.
Carly.
I
didn't know that.
The nurse. No, she was like, right now, we're just going to practice. And I was like, Jeremiah's not here. And she was like, he'll be, we're just going to practice just to see where we're at.
I did not know you started before I got back.
No, I totally pushed some.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, oh, okay, well, we're ready to do this. I'm going to go call the doctor. And immediately when she left the room, I called you.
Yeah, and I was walking in the doors at that point.
Yeah, I was like, hey, where are you? And I think you said, I'm back. And I said, okay, see you in a second. Because I was like, you were going to
Yeah, I thought you were like wanting me to get him something, or I was not expecting to walk in. I thought you like wanted a water or something. I wasn't really processing the fact that you couldn't eat. I was like, oh, well, what did she want me to get her? Like, I forgot to get you something.
Well, I was glad you said you were back because I felt I didn't want to have to tell you, hey, it's time for me to push. You would have freaked out if I would have just called you and been like,
if I would have been
hey,
in the middle of McDonald's, I would have just ran. I would have taken off. But
well, honestly, at that point too, I wasn't even that concerned because they also tell you with your first child, you can push for hours.
Yeah.
Like it can be a long thing. Well, no, that was not the case.
Yeah.
Either.
So I walked in, and let's see, we were pretty lucky. Like the doctor was on the floor still at that point.
Yeah. So he actually came in then. I forgot
that doesn't
about
usually
that.
happen. The doctor comes in at the very end, but he came in, looked. He was like, "Yeah, let's get to it." And so he watched what I think he pushed like one time or two times, and he watched, and he was like, "Okay, that's good." He left to go do his thing. He went back.
He said, "Yep, call me when y'all are ready for me."
Yeah, because his clinic is down the hall. So, that was what 10 o'clock, 10:15.
I'm gonna be totally honest. That's not what I was looking at.
I think it was like 10:30 when you really started, because we got in. I got back there. We got settled, and then we really started. And I think you went for 40 minutes, probably by your.
Yeah, it was like between 30, 40 minutes.
Probably 30.
With just the nurse and you.
Yeah, probably
and then
30,
she was
40.
like, okay, stop.
Yeah, literally like stop. Like it was so funny because it wasn't like.
She's like, yeah, don't push again.
Don't go again or he's going to fall out.
She was so funny because she was like so calm through everything. Like if she was nervous about anything, she'd never let me know.
Yeah.
But
I wish there was a rate my, like if you went to college, there's rate my professors. Like rate my nurse. Like we should.
She was incredible.
Rate that because she would get a 15. Like it was she was amazing.
A 15 out of what?
10.
Oh yeah. Well, she was incredible. And
yes, because you think I was saying a 15 out of 100?
I didn't know what you were saying out of. Like a
well, like 1 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Like that's the typical.
Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else did too.
Okay, well, good for them. I just wanted to clarify for those of us that didn't.
So anyway, she was great.
Yes. So I'm pushing, and she was like, "Okay, you can stop. She said, we're gonna skip a few contractions because
that's
she
what
was
it
like,
was.
Yeah, she was like, we're gonna hold out.
Yeah.
And so they called, and he was there, and when I tell you, like, they had flipped the room before he got there. I have never seen so many people and so much stuff happen and unfold so fast. Because in the middle of contractions, I would lay down, like I would lay and look at the ceiling, and then when I would look up again to push, a new person or a new item or something else was in the room every time. I was like, what is happening right now?
And I swear every person that was helping us had a student or something that day.
Oh, yeah.
So like
it was double the normal amount of people.
Yeah. Like our nurse had a student or an orientee she was helping, and then
the doctor did.
The doctor had a student.
The nurse for Jack did. It was like a million people. But anyway, so pushed for less than an hour. He got there in the nick of time. I think I pushed 4 or 5 times with the doctor.
5. Yeah. It was 3. And he literally, it would have been less than that. He had to stop you though.
Yeah.
Slow you down because it was coming so fast.
Yeah, he was coming pretty quick. But, pushed 5 times with the doctor. He was here at 11:32. And then the rest is history.
Yeah,
and he's just been hanging out.
So it was a crazy time seeing all that. So that's like the actual story of what happened.
No, we're like extremely blessed. Like, don't take for granted how like incredible our care was in the hospital.
Yeah, like if your wife's pregnant, don't tell her that this happened this way. Because like she's not gonna. Don't
if it's your first.
So not normal. Yeah. We are so blessed.
Yeah, incredibly blessed. A, with the care. B, with my labor experience. Like I am beside myself that I was able to like sleep a lot of it.
Yeah.
I know that's not the case for a lot of people. And see that Jack was incredibly healthy, like had no issues, no scares really that were super alarming.
I mean, the biggest scare was the cord was wrapped around his neck, but that was normal. Like,
I mean, it was loose, and he was like, "Oh, okay, we got it," which I kind of forget about because he didn't even make a big deal.
It wasn't a big deal. Yeah.
No, we are incredibly blessed and so thankful for the experience that we had, and that I was healthy and he was healthy, and neither of us had complications after. And
we didn't have to see what the NICU looked like, which is like just
incredible.
A huge blessing. Like,
yeah, and me being a pediatric nurse, I was so terrified because I know a lot of the things, and my best friend is a NICU nurse, so she, I hear stories and things like that, so I was hyper aware of all the things that could happen and go wrong, and for us to have no complications, and all his labs and blood work came back normal, and so we're really blessed and thankful.
Yeah, and it's not we don't call it luck. Like we are blessed. The Lord took care of us and looked 100%. Down on us, and he just worked out so much. Like, I mean, we could go on. We could do a whole podcast about it, just all the way back to like business. But like about the new guy coming on and taking care of things. Like, I didn't work one day last week.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Everything still got done. Like, the team is looking better than it ever has. Literally, it looks like we got a good future going into this fall here. But we'll talk about that on another show upcoming. Is that Trace Adkins? So we're sitting here at the gym recording this. Yes. Well, this actually plays in. Trace Adkins is performing at Equip Expo. I did not know he looked that old. Is that him?
I'm pretty sure that's him.
I think it is. Yeah, he's going to be at Equip this year performing. So if you're going to Equip, you'll see what I'm talking about. But we're just sitting here.
What are we even watching?
I don't know what this is. It was just on TV, and I was like, "Is that him?" But anyway,
wow. Sorry.
We'll see him in a couple of months at Equip in person. But yeah, so the process was really, really cool. It means, I don't know, it means a lot. Thank you to each and every one of you who reached out and commented on posts. And if I didn't get back with you individually, I know I didn't reply to every single comment on Instagram, but I tried to like them all and acknowledge them. I read through every one of them. They all mean the world to me that y'all follow along and just help support us, because like we're just two normal people. Like, I want to support y'all the same way y'all supported us. So like, if anything like that ever happens, like for y'all, just let me know, and I'll be the first one to back you and support you there, and Savannah will as well. But it means so much for the community that we have around us. Is he going to stay quiet?
I think so.
Jack is in here with us while we're doing this podcast.
He's asleep right next.
There's probably going to be a lot more of this. I'll just leave him until he gets fussy.
Okay, I think we're good.
But
false alarm.
Yeah. So, well, let's talk about let's talk about the actual. So that's like what actually happened, but like the mental, like what happened to you mentally during that process, and like after, since then, what it's been like.
Well, I think, us talking about the marriage thing and you saying you had somebody reach out, I was very nervous about like the bond. Like, I was like, am I going to feel like he's, my child? Like, what's that going to feel like when he comes out? Like, am I going to have that instant bond with him? Like, I don't know, because everybody just tells you that your life just immediately changes, and it's like nothing you've ever experienced. And like they hype that part of it so much that I was nervous that it wasn't going to meet that expectation. But to be honest, like, I think I speak for both of us. Neither of us like felt that right. I mean, like I was emotional. It was very emotional. I loved him, but it was such a weird feeling. Like, that's my child.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think I felt from the beginning. So it's, I don't know, it's super weird. If you had kids, you know this. You might feel differently. I don't know, but this is the way it felt for us. Like, it was just so like breathtaking that he's our kid. Like, it took a minute for that to set in for me.
And not even just like a minute. Like, I took a day or two. Yeah, like it was like
we loved him from the second. Exactly. Yeah.
But it was like, it's not. I didn't necessarily feel this like bond that he was my child.
To me, it set in when we really got in the car and left. Like, that's when
that was weird. But I will tell you, the bond I immediately felt was with us. It was like nothing I've ever experienced. Like, the appreciation and the love that it caused me to feel for you. I was not expecting that to be immediate. You know what I'm saying? And
it's kind of, well, with him, it's like, I don't know. I agree with everything you're saying. There was something that changed in me, though. Like, the second he, like,
oh yeah,
I'm not an emotional person. Like, not at all. Like, Savannah's never seen me cry since we've been married. Literally never.
Didn't cry on our wedding day. Like, nothing like that.
Like that. I just don't cry. I don't know. It's just how I handle. It's just how I channel my emotions. It's not that I don't care or love, or that's just not how I handle my emotions. And so, like, and he had me in tears when he came out. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. Like, all the fluid and stuff on him. Like, how could you be so happy?
Weird.
But like, the pictures and stuff is just. I look back on it. It's like,
Yeah.
It's emotional because it's like
it was like an out of body experience.
Yeah, really. Like he had me in tears. Like it was just like, I was just like, how do I? I don't know. It was one of those things that I don't know. I don't know how to handle it. I think he's getting fussy. We'll take a pause and we'll come right back. Okay, so we're back, and I don't know. We might have to hit the pause button a few more times, more often, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Here in the podcast moving forward, but we're gonna try to keep him coming out at least on a regular schedule. But Jack was ready to get up and start stirring around, so we had to take a little break, and hopefully he stays quiet here. But we'll see. He might be ready to eat. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
This is one of those things we're learning and trying to figure out along the way. But wow, this is crazy. Do I need to pause again? I don't know.
I think we're okay. I think he's just figured it out.
He's figuring out if he wants to wake up or not. You can probably hear him in the background. I don't know if you can or not.
I think we're good.
We're working through it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about kind of him coming out and us feeling bond versus the bond that we felt with each other.
Yeah, it was one of those things. So we already went through the whole thing of like, it was weird. It was not our show, but like it made me emotional just because I've never felt anything like that in my life. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just something that it just overwhelmed me. I don't know why. What I was saying is he had all the fluid on him. That's where we were at.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It was like it was not something like
it wasn't a pretty
to look at. No, but it was still like. I literally just sat there and I kept saying the words like he's perfect. Like that's exactly what I kept saying.
Yeah.
And that's how he felt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how he felt. So, I don't know. Every parent feels that way about their kids. Like their kid is perfect.
That was one thing I also was worried about. I was like, am I going to feel that way about him? Like I don't know. I don't. It's just so odd. I keep saying it's an out of body experience because it is. Like there's just nothing like it.
So what do you think? What do you think it's done for you and like? On your side of our relationship, you say it's changed our relationship and like, something that we never knew we needed. Like,
I think it's given me.
How do you think it's helped your side of things?
An insane like love and appreciation for you that I didn't really know that I had, and I don't know if that's like as a like I'm. It for a lot of reasons I think like I thank you for giving me him essentially like it. In that way too, like just so grateful that like I couldn't. Obviously, we couldn't.
Well, thank you for letting me give him to you.
But also just like the way you immediately stepped up and just like started taking care of him and me because like I physically could not move.
So it's funny. I want you to finish, but it's funny you say that's what it is because like that's what it is for me. The things that you just said, that's what it is for me. I don't know why. It is that way, but like I don't know, like I'm tired as all get out, but it feels like I just keep going. Like it's one of those things that, like the things, it's the little things that before he was here, it would just like it would easily. I mean, I still want to do it for you, but just like fixing your water or going to get your phone and like what happened 10 minutes ago where we were sitting here eating and it was like you forgot to get your phone and you forgot to get something. It was your drink. I don't know, something else. But it was like 2 or 3 things. I had to get up off the couch.
Yeah, because my brain is real. And I forget everything.
Multiple times in like 5 minutes. Like I had to get up multiple times and like it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Whereas like a week ago I'd have been like a little bit frustrated. I'd been like, why couldn't I just told me that while I was up? Like and that thing, I don't know. I think that's what it is for me. Is like I just want to do everything that I can for y'all now. Like it's weird.
It's so weird because like I feel the same way, and I think a little bit is, I mean, some of it is out of genuine appreciation for how well you've taken care of me. Like because that's another thing that I don't know that I didn't know how to react, like how to prepare for the recovery physically for me because I had no idea what to expect. We're very thankful and blessed again. I didn't have any complications, so like it hasn't been like insane, but it's hard on your body, so there's been some of that, but out of just genuine, like you essentially wait on us hand and foot. I mean, I've been breastfeeding and you've been getting up in the middle of the night with us every time, like it's so I even more so now want to do things for you and like serve you. And we were joking about that term earlier, serve, but that's really what marriage is serving each other. And it's just amazing to me that adding another person to that makes me want to do that for you way more than I did before. It's not that I didn't love you before and strive to do it before.
No, that's exactly,
It's just like,
that's exactly how I feel.
There's such a genuine desire to do it.
I don't know why is that? Like I can't believe you feel that way too. Like why?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's so weird. But that's exactly how I feel. Man, he is moving.
He's just
I'm sitting there holding him, and he's
he's swaddled, and he's
out.
like,
yeah.
But it's been very like eye opening and crazy because it has been like we have gotten very minimal sleep. Like, I don't know how much if I said anything about this earlier, but with him being breastfed, it's very normal for breastfed babies to lose some weight after they're born. It's all babies, but especially breastfed babies sometimes lose a little more. So we have had to be pretty strict about him eating every 2 hours. And that's exhausting, especially through the night because
2 hours all times of the day.
Not
2 hours during the day and then you sleep all night.
Correct. So we don't really have a day and a night right now. It's because we do the same thing every 2 hours. But that has been an adjustment for sure because it's not even, some friends brought us dinner tonight, which also our friends and family have been incredible to us. But some friends brought us dinner and they're like, 2 hours. Like, that's a pretty good chunk of sleep in between, and
I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Before I had a kid.
It's not though because you got to set your alarm because he's not to the point where he really will wake up yet for it. He's so little that we have to wake him up to eat because he's just used to my body just giving it to him. So we wake up. You got to give yourself enough time to wake up, get him awake, feed him, change him, burp him. Usually it takes a little bit to get him awake enough to where he will even eat. And then we got to get him back to sleep. So honestly, that process takes usually between 45 minutes to an hour. And it's not 2 hours from when he finished eating. It's 2 hours from when he started eating. So if he starts eating at 2 o'clock and we don't get him back down till 2:45, he has to eat again at 4. So we usually get 40 to 50 minutes of sleep before we have to get up again and feed him. So all that to say, extremely minimal sleep. We sleep when we can. He usually lets us, and we try to take some naps during the day, although that hasn't really been the case today. But yeah, so extremely sleep deprived, but I'd say I don't really know where I was going with that.
It doesn't bother me though. Serving, that's
we're
so
insanely tired.
Yeah.
But and this isn't even a pat on the back for us, but I would say we have been looking for ways to do things for each other right 100%.
Now. Like when we got home, I was just going through random stuff that I would never do before this.
I don't know. Yeah, cutting up the little gauze for his diaper changes and filling up the caddy and I was literally just looking for Passie's right there, by the way.
Real life.
Yeah. When I was trying, begging you to go take a nap because I just wanted you to get some rest. And then, just little things like that, trying to get things done for you that I can, or, unload the dishwasher before you can get out there and do it. Beat each other to the things.
Yeah. And I think that where we're going is that's one of the ways that I think it's changed. And we'll have more of this, I'm sure. This is going to develop. This is just the first things that we have seen that have changed our marriage.
And I don't, to be totally honest, I'm very hormonal right now. I'm not necessarily in a negative way, but it's just the truth of it. And so I'm very emotional and sentimental and just thankful. So we're not even going to sit here and say this is the new us. This could be something that, I don't think that necessarily lasts forever for everybody. There's going to be times when we're tired of it and all that. But this past week and what we're going through and what we're experiencing, we're thankful that it is bringing us extremely close together. Out of just love for Jack and each other.
Yeah, no, I think that's good, and there's not much more I can add to it. It's just kind of a rundown of what's happened the past week. Our lives are definitely changed forever. I mean, it's like I said on my Instagram post. It is outside of my salvation and the day we got married, 100% without a doubt. The best day of my life.
100%.
There's no question about it.
Yeah.
How do you have a second one?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. How do you have a second one and love them the same?
How do you have another one? I don't know.
And I think you do. I mean, I think you love all your kids the same. I'm not saying that.
But I can't.
We can't fathom that yet. Yeah. So, anyway, Jack's waking up. He's about ready to eat. I'm about ready to eat. We got a full night ahead of us.
We do.
So,
Maybe try to take a little power nap before.
Yeah, for sure. Like I
night
said,
starts.
there is no night or day for us right now. So it's
Yep.
just we sleep when you
Just
can.
power through.
Sleep when you can. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for the support and all the messages and love and kindness y'all have reached out and sent us over the last couple days and week here. It really does mean a lot that we've built a community around us that is just a big support community. That's what it is, and we're trying to help each other and grow each other so we can build this community one relationship at a time. But without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, and we will see y'all here on Wednesday for another episode of the Growing Green Podcast. See y'all.